I'm Noreen, and welcome to my pathetic, scary, sad-looking garden.
I'm not going to show it to you.
I don't want him to show it to you. It looks like an overgrown jungle. It is the result of an uncold winter last year that did not kill the wheat seeds.
And a whole lot of rain.
And a whole lot of rain and a whole lot of intense heat. So now we're in here pulling up disgusting amounts of weeds and morning glory, which has invaded my garden.
Don't ever plant morning glory.
Don't ever plant morning glory, I beg you.
You'll regret it.
And we have a giant mulberry tree that we have to take out because it's become friends with the morning glory. It's literally overcome with the morning glory. And now the mulberry tree has taken over the garden and providing way too much shade for one segment of it. And now we're going to have to cut it back and burn the stump so that it doesn't grow back. It didn't provide that many berries anyway. But anyway...
Oh, and by the way, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
It is. Well, it's 7:30, I think.
Oh, we've been out here since 6.
We have been out here for a while, it's true.
Haven't had coffee.
We haven't. I look like crap, and I'm not going to show me to you.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but all that being said, the weather has cooled a bit, and I actually do have tomatoes. Those Lemon Boy tomatoes will not quit. I've got tomatoes coming on. I've got flowers. I've got red tomatoes that in a few weeks will be ripe. I'll have a second harvest of tomatoes off of those tomatoes. I've got basil that I need to pull. I'm still pulling peppers out of this garden like nobody's business. And if Rick will just turn around quickly, I'll show you.
All the fig you have.
This is what we found this morning. Oh, he's showing you the fig tree. There's a ton of figs on there. And in a few weeks, those will be ready to pick. And they'll be delicious.
Oh.
But look at, we found this. I was pulling up weeds. We found this underneath the weeds. There's a bunch of peppers coming on here. These are Marconis, and then down there are my jalapenos. I don't mind if you show them that. They've already been warned.
But
look, you know how Katzcradul says this year she gardened like her life depended on it? And that's, you should never give up. Even give them a shot of it. If your garden looks like this, this is not the result of me not taking care of it.
You see Sissy way over there in the jungle?
This is the result of unforeseeable circumstances. And in an SHTF, we may have a lot of those. You just never know. But the bottom line is, I still have food coming out of this garden. And like I reminded you yesterday, it's time to plant the garlic. And that's exactly what we're out here doing. We're preparing this bed.
Sissy.
I had squash planted in this bed over the summer.
Over here.
Sissy, come. Come here.
I think she's eating that stuff you should.
Sissy, come here.
Come.
In the house. Let's go.
Go, Faye.
You go. All right, then.
You too.
We prepped this box. This is where I had my zucchini and my yellow squash planted over the summer.
It was overgrown with weeds. We pulled those all out.
Horrible. I don't know if you guys know what these are. Do you know what these are?
Everywhere. These
are horrible. I don't know what the hell they are. I don't know if they came from the manure that I bought, or if they came from the crap. I don't even remember.
No wonder they're so bad. Look at
I know. The seeds on them are awful. So we're pulling these out, and we're putting them down in the walkways. We're just pulling all the weeds out and putting them in the walkways. And then we're going to put cardboard down. Hopefully it'll all mulch out. We're going to hopefully start our basic back to Eden thing. But
we're hoping once everything freezes and dies off, we can come out here and just mulch it over.
Anticipating a freeze, at least one this winter, which would be lovely. But anyway, I've hand-tilled this box. We pulled all the weeds out of it. I hand-tilled it. We pulled a wheelbarrow load of compost out of our compost bin, and we put that in there. I tilled it in. Oh,
with some barbecue
ash. Rick put the barbecue ash because we only use charcoal. The ash is nice. It acidifies the soil a bit.
Don't want that plant that's over there.
Don't put that in there. And then I have sprinkled some tomato tone on the top of it. Roly-polies are not welcome. Sorry. And tomato tone is by Espoma. This is the only kind of fertilizer I prefer. I use this or garden tone or plant tone. And this is 100% natural. It's made in the United States, and it is the most wonderful, amazing, delightful fertilizer you will ever put on your plants. And you can find it at Lowe's.
Do you think we should put some borax and DE in there?
No. We'll put that on later. I put a handful of rock phosphate. I always put the rock phosphate in when I'm getting ready to plant. When you plant tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, you should always put a tablespoon of rock phosphate in when you dig your hole. This is what it looks like. and your plants will grow like nobody's business. I'm not kidding. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and till this fertilizer in real quick. And I love this hand tiller. For my box garden, it really makes a huge difference. You're not doing a lot of work. The soil's already nice and loose. You're just mixing it in and you're turning it like, kind of like an agitator in a washing machine. And these things are cheap. I think you can get these for $10 or less. I got mine at Big Lots like 4 years ago. I think they sell them under a brand name called The Claw. But, you know, you don't have to get the big ones, the expensive ones. All right. So, I went to my local farmer's market yesterday, and I got some garlic. And all you have to do is break it apart. And it'll grow. And don't worry about putting this other stuff in there. It's all organic. It'll break down. What is today?
Well, why is it garlic planting day?
Oh, it's the autumnal equinox. That's why. For all you pagans out there. It is the autumnal equinox. And that's the equinox, the autumnal and the vernal and the summer solstice. They're all, the winter solstice, they're all based on ancient calendars, but really they're important to our planting calendar because the pagans worship Mother Earth, whether what you want to believe or not. You think that they're satanic. They're not. They worship the earth, and that's their business, not mine. But educating yourself on those things is never a bad thing. I bought 6 heads of garlic. I'm just going to break them all in here and see what happens.
Now you don't have to push those in or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to push them in a second. I'm just getting them all separated.
And then we're going to top it with peat.
We got some peat moss out. We're just going to stick that on top. And then it's going to have a nice winter's nap. And come around Easter time, these are going to bless us with beautiful garlic that we can pull up and dry. And we can dehydrate it or we can eat it. It doesn't matter. You can roast it and it'll be delicious. But no matter what, it's going to fortify my family. It's going to give flavor to our food. And garlic is highly nutritious. And it has a lot of medicinal properties to it as well. These cloves are enormous. Now some of these smaller ones, they may not come up, you know, they may not produce you a bulb, but I just don't know. So we're going to put them all in here for good measure and take what the good Lord gives us, right?
What have we got to lose?
Absolutely nothing. So then what I'm going to do, don't show me, I'm ugly this morning. Woo! Just go on and...
You smell like a compost heap.
Thanks, honey.
No, wait, that's probably a compost heap.
Oh, you think? The loving things you say to me.
No. And all the dog mines out in the yard that we probably stepped in on the way out.
That's true. Just cover them over. We're going to put some peat moss in here anyway. So,
Got 3 here.
just like that. That was easy. Where's my easy button? All right.
You didn't bring it.
Now, I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this peat moss on top.
Oh, I'll do it if I want to do the camera.
Okay. Whew. My hands are filthy,
Don't show me either.
even with gloves. All right, see, I still have a ton of jalapenos coming. I don't know how much you can see of that, but like I said a couple years ago, if all I had to eat was peppers, we were never going to go hungry. So we're going to cover that over with some peat, and then we'll water it in, and we'll call it good. Our garlic planting will be done for this year. And I had a lot of questions yesterday when I plant, and a lot of thank yous for the reminder. So you're welcome. Like you saw me do, you don't have to peel the garlic, but you do have to separate the cloves, because each larger clove will turn into its own head. And if you're not sure if garlic will grow in your area, please refer to your local extension office or do a little research online. Local universities in your area should have an agricultural department that would have that information posted. The peat moss is going to help it maintain its moisture over the winter and help it not to freeze. So there we have it. All right. That is us planting garlic. I hope that you have either done the same or are planning to do the same. Today is September 22nd, 2012, and this is so that we can have garlic in the spring. So I hope that you're out there planting garlic, and until next time, Rick and I will see ya.